October is Rett Syndrome Awareness Month. At the Andreski House, every day is Rett Syndrome Awareness Day. We are fully aware of it. Some days are good days, some days are bad days. We just do the best we can. We never know what the day is going to bring. Some days Marnie gets out of bed and she can take off, she can almost run. Some days she can't hardly stand up. Every day is a new adventure. We deal with her breathing abnormalities, we deal with feedings, we deal with being sick, all the good things that come with Rett syndrome. We could very easily sit and focus on all the negative, but I choose to look at it as we have a beautiful daughter. We were blessed with her, and we focus on the blessings, the things that we can do. She has an amazing big little sister. Miranda takes care of Marnie. She's very protective of her. She's very sensitive. It really bothers her if people say things that are insensitive. So I try to tell her people just don't understand. So another reason why we need to raise awareness. And she's good about, she will tell them, you know, that's just the way Sissy is. She can't help it. She can't walk. She can't talk. She will help her out with her Toby. We had an example several months ago. It was during the summer. Marnie tends to work better with Miranda when she uses her Toby, which is her communication device that uses her eye gaze tracking. Miranda was working with her, trying to get her to use it to just communicate with us. I was cleaning up around the house, and Marnie goes to a page she had never really used before, and she said, I have a question. So Miranda says, okay, well, what's your question, Marnie? And she said, who is coming over? That just blew me away. As most of the rest of us, I do most of my cleaning before company comes over. I was folding laundry, putting things away, cleaning up the house, and Marnie noticed that and asked her sister who was coming over for the day because Mom was cleaning house. So for those of you that don't think Marnie's in there, she's there. She can put all that together. She just doesn't have an avenue to express that to us. And now with the Toby, she does. So we're still continuing to work with her Toby, letting her express herself, letting her communicate with us. We are learning it, she's learning it, but we're making a lot of progress. As for the trial in Boston, we finished that at the beginning of the school year, August of 2014. Marnie was on open label IGF-1 for a year. I just finished giving her injections September of 2015. She received the IGF-1 injections twice a day. Marnie will be 13 in February. Because IGF-1 is a growth hormone, we decided it was time to take her off of it. There was not an endocrinologist at Texas Children's that was willing to follow her because IGF-1 is primarily prescribed for dwarfism. That's obviously not Marnie's problem. So they were not comfortable prescribing it for Rett syndrome. So without having to go back to Boston to see the endocrinologist there and knowing that her growth plates are about to fuse, we took her off of the injections. Her attention span seems to be the most improved that we have seen out of that. She pays attention, she will communicate, she will sit there and listen to you, she will participate. Used to be that we'd get home, Marnie would go straight in her room and she'd stay there. Now she will stay in the living room with us, or she'll stay outside with us, or whatever we're doing. She is more involved in whatever it is that we're doing as a family. And that is a family effort. Dusty and Miranda and myself make an effort to include her in everything we do because she is part of our family. We continue to just raise awareness. As I said, this month is really hard because everybody's posting awareness. We read blogs and posts and just reminders of what we go through on a daily basis. So it just seems to be a little tougher if you read things that Rett moms post, whether it be in blogs or on Facebook. They all typically tend to say that this month is just a little bit harder, and I think it's just because everybody is posting, constantly. It's not just your daily struggle or your daily rejoices, whatever the case might be. We are on a list for a new trial in Houston. I don't know when that trial will come about, if Marnie will even be eligible, but we did place her on the list with the research coordinator. So anything that comes available, they will contact us to see if we're interested. There is a new drug that they are trialing. They have done phase 1. They're about to kick off phase 2, but they're waiting on FDA to get all of the guidelines and everything. So that's a wait and see game to see what happens. Anything that comes out that Dusty and I feel that will be safe for Marnie and that could potentially bring benefits, then we're definitely going to try it. As is the hope with any parent, you want what's best for your child, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Still don't have a cure, still don't have a medicine to reverse all of the symptoms, but they are working very hard. They have reversed a lot of the symptoms in mice. They have reversed a lot of the symptoms in their labs. Marnie's only 12. I think one day soon, hopefully, that we will see something that comes along that greatly helps improve the life of the Rett girls.
Rett syndrome is a complex genetic disorder that affects the connection in a person's brain, robbing them of their ability to walk, talk, or use their hands in a meaningful way. Rett has a domino effect that plays havoc with so many things. Locked inside her body with no traditional means to communicate, she is literally a hostage to her own DNA. Rett syndrome is something that will profoundly affect your life and the lives of everyone around you. Right now, Rett syndrome is a life sentence for her. But for everyone else, the truth about living with someone that has Rett syndrome means that nothing is easy anymore. All the things you expect your child to grow up and do are not even on the list anymore. A simple thing, like tying a shoelace, is replaced by lacing them into ankle supports. The first thing a Rett parent does when they wake up is think about their child, and the last thing they do when they go to bed is worry about them. Not normal parental worries, rather things like what happens if she chokes in her sleep or has a seizure? How does she call me? Then they spend the day worrying about everything in between. For parents of children with Rett syndrome, life passes you by as you care for and share for your child's life, fighting for tiny wins. Those small, quick calls to friends, those minutes where you could dash out to the shop, they're gone. Not temporarily as you wait for your child to get to an age so you can do it again, they're gone. You can't just dash out anymore, and chances are you won't be able to in the future. It's just not an easy thing to do. There is no dashing. There's only meticulous planning and loads of packing, making sure you have medication, food, supports, wheelchairs, and various other everyday necessities. I can tell you that despite all these horrible things they have to deal with, in spite of all the obstacles that Rett syndrome throws in their way, these people are happy. They've learned patience that comes from being locked in. They live, love, laugh, and they inspire people, bring out the best in people. They make us cry, laugh, live, and love. They teach us to take joy in the little things, to take pride in the small details. There is something that you can do for the families who live with Rett syndrome. You can just be patient, because they need their friends. They need their friends more than ever. It's not that they forget you or they don't think about you. It's that all those precious seconds got stolen, and before they know it, it's the end of the day. And they're just praying that when they wake up tomorrow, everything went okay.